Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Xuyi Zhao from the Center for the Earth Science System at Tsinghua University. Today, my topic is about detecting influenza epidemics in China using the search query data from Baidu. As we all know, the idea of using the search query data for influenza detection was first introduced by Google Flu Trends. This work has achieved great results in practice. Although this work, it still has some limitations in practice. For example, Google lacks some of the internet access in some regions across the world, and besides, the mobile search is now more widely used than the web search, which should be taken into consideration. Therefore, the objective here is to monitor the influenza activities in China based on the search query data, especially the mobile search data from Baidu. In this research, the alternative search engine is Baidu because of its great market share and the netizen coverage in both the web and the mobile search in China. And in this study, a combination of the weak case numbers and the search query data will be applied into the model we used, including the daily count of the search queries about flu as indicators and the daily total count of all the search queries just for normalization. And all the data continued for about 75 weeks for the analysis. Since the initial search query is complicated, and the queries related to the influenza was selected just according to their semantic relativity and search relativity with the keywords related to the influenza we said before. And after the primary selection, we get the 207 and 3 queries related to influenza. Here we can see that. And all these queries is just according with the remedy, the spread, and the term and the symptoms of influenza. And we can see that Chinese people concern more about the treatments and the sympathy of the influenza. And the subsequent processing of the queries is composed into 2 steps, including the processing of the duplicates and the missing values. And here we defined a relation weight just according to the evaluation of the relativity of these queries with the case counts of influenza. And after that, a composite query index was calculated by combining the top related queries based on the performance in cross validation here. And then this query index will be applied into the general regression model here we used to fit the influenza case counts. Okay, well, let's see some primary results of this work. Here we select some cities distributing in different parts of China. And firstly, we can see the time series curves of the influenza case counts and the query index we mentioned before. Here we can see the influenza epidemics were observed in the spring and the winter as expected. And we know that the query index can capture clearly the peak and the overall trend of this influenza. And this is a prediction of the model. We can see that the model fit well and performed well in fitting the peak and predicting the trend of this influenza case. Okay. The preliminary result of this study confirms the feasibility of this work. That we use the search query data from Baidu to monitor the influenza activities in China. But there are still some limitations, such as the regions at low latitudes and or with the low access to internet should be calculated separately. And the trends of the influenza data itself should be combined into the model that we used to get for a better fitness. I think the most important problem here is the instability of the search query data because it can't be guaranteed in the future as the individual behavior change easily by different factors. Although limitations exist, I think this work needs more efforts in China because the situation is more emerging. Thank you.